Hey there, hi there, ho there, welcome, my friends, to another Hippie Cooks. You've been asking, I've been delivering, but I'm going to deliver some more. You've seen the title, but we are doing hamburgers today. Last time I did them, I barbecued them. Today we're doing something different. We're doing air fryer burgers. I tried them last week and they turned out absolutely beautifully. So once again, join me in my creation of a home burger. I do it a little bit differently every time, but I do usually achieve some really good results. So always the important thing is mise en place. Mise en place. That is everything in its place. That is a French term for putting things in their place. Mise en place, things in place. I always prepare everything. Right now I'm doing phase one. Making the burger. Then I'm going to put it in the fridge for a good 15-20 minutes, let it set and get back cold again. Then I'm going to take them out and we're going to do the air fryer portion of this. And so that's probably chapter 2, you know. I showed the chapters below. A little nervous. Because I'm always nervous. What if something goes wrong and I mess this up? First of all, so what I've got a pound, half a kilogram of ground beef. I like a lean ground beef, about 20% fat. 1 egg, onion powder, and garlic powder. I don't know why I always say onion powder. And today I'm adding some steak and burger seasoning. Has a little bit of garlic in there also. I will be adding Italian style seasoned crumbs that also has some, what's that? With Romano cheese. It's going to add a different flavor to it. You can smell the Romano cheese. It's got a sharpness to it. So I'm adding that too. And again, friends, you can change it up any way you like. So pitter patter, let's get at her. This is the dirty part. So I can't touch the camera after I put this in the bowl and move it aside. So now we're going down to the bowl because this is the last time I can touch the camera. Here we go, my friends. Add 1 egg. Add your seasoning. Garlic powder, 1 or 2 teaspoons. That's about a good amount. Onion powder. Again, you're not sprinkling this stuff. Another teaspoon or 2. Of course, some of this stuff, and get lots of it in there. You want to flavor that burger. And you will notice I am not adding any of my kosher salt because salt breaks down the tinea in meat, making it more tender. Ground beef is already tender and broken down, and salt, especially if you're going to put it in the fridge for 15 minutes or half an hour like I like to do it, if you have salt in there, it's going to break down this meat even further and make a mushy burger. Why do I use my hands? I think you get too much. If you use a spoon and stir this stuff in, you just don't get a nice mouth feel to the burger. I like to get it good and mixed, but make sure it's not too much. And this is cold. This is cold. And then I am going to, normally I would take that and split it in 4, make 3, 4. Math, hard on the hippie. I would put that into 4 and make 4 quarter-pound burgers. But we only have 3 of us, so we're going to have some big burgers, and we're going to make 3 third-pound burgers. So I'm going to split it into 3. And the way I do it is I make it into a ball first. Because you want to make sure that you aren't shortchanging somebody with, like, look at this one. That looks smaller than these. So I'm going to take a little bit off of both of these. It's pretty easy to eyeball though. And then, friends, let's move that there. I'm ready to turn this into burger. Now remember, every time we're working this, the fat is starting to melt. And you don't want too much of that because you want the fat to stay inside the burger. Get nice. Now, some people have suggested giving this a sear before putting it in the air fryer. But then that beats the idea the air fryer is there to save you the time. And and the dishes. And if you're also going to fry it while you air fry it, you're losing the health benefits of an air fryer. So you'll see, I do an awful lot of working that, and once I get in there, I always push the center down a bit. If the center's thinner than the rest, the burger won't shrink on you. Now, I always try to make it a nice, even burger. I could make these into smash burgers, but if I were making a smash burger, I would not flatten it. I would cut those in each ball in half and make a small ball, and I would freeze it. And once it's really good and cold, then I'd smush it on a hot frying pan. Much different, and you need a hot oven, and you need to put them all aside while you're cooking them all, so smash burgers is not really my thing. But you see, there's 2 burgers, good size, get that dent in the center, and this looks and feels also the same. So we have 3 of us. I'm going to make sure that there's room in my air fryer for 3 burgers. Again, not salting these. There'll be plenty of salt to be had later. That burger adjusted, yeah, about the same size, my friends. Now I try to get it as good as possible, and then a little more push. Now, get those hands clean. You want these to cool in the fridge. But friends, you need to cover it up. Why? I hate saran wrap. It never breaks very well. Why do you cover these up? Because oxygen is not our friend when it comes to burger. It can create bacteria, so you want to cover these up. And just get the air out of there. And we're going to put these in the fridge. Set the timer for half an hour. Let them get good and cold. You could put them in the freezer if you were going to put them on the barbecue. But I wouldn't do that with an air fryer. And so, I'll be back once those are cold enough to get a good burger going. And I'll be back with a preheated air fryer. I'm going to preheat it 400 degrees, 5 minutes, and then I'll be with you and we'll start cooking these burgers. A short interruption to mention, I forgot to put in the breadcrumbs. It's not a big deal. It's not with the egg. It's all going to hold together, and that would have just created a little more crunch and maybe a slightly different mouthfeel. Oh well, I'm not going to destroy those burgers now. The hippie messed up. Let's keep going, see what we get. And here we are. We are preheated. Go ahead and open it up. Get those wonderful burgers out. I do not think that all 3 are going to fit. And Gordy isn't here, so we're going to cook mine and Pasha's. We'll cook his later. It's okay. So, pitter patter, you watch me get at her. I had to move the camera because it was up here. Now, peel that away, grab the 2 burgers. No, there's no way I'll fit 3 burgers in there. And this is a big one. Let me show you. This is the 5.8 quart Cosori air fryer, one of the bigger ones. Those 2 burgers take up almost all the room. So, now let's move the burger out of the way. I'm going to take that burger that's for Junior, and I'm going to put it back in the fridge, make sure it's covered up, and I can cook it later for him when he gets home. That way it's more fresh for him. Now, simply put it in, power on. I changed the temperature to 360 and the time, 360 and the time to 16 minutes. Press play. Set your timer halfway, 16 minutes, halfway, 8 minutes. We're going to pause it, flip them, have a look at it, and put it back in. And I do not start getting all the other fixins ready until the burger is almost done, because then we're going to check the temperature, put the cheese on it so it melts, and put it back in here. Just close it. Don't turn it on with the cheese on. The air could just fly the cheese all over and you got a mess. We'll be back. Here we are. We are halfway through, 8 minutes in. We're going to give it a look, give it a flip. Simply pause. As you can see, it's cooking nice. Non-stick bottom. The burgers are staying together and keeping their size. They actually shrunk a little bit. Put it back in. Play. We got 7 more minutes. In about 4 minutes, I'm going to be back and start preparing the tomato, the cheese, and the lettuce. I forgot to do onions, but that's okay. A burger's a burger. I'll have some raw onion on it. We'll cut it nice and thin, get that good sharp flavor of onion. There's always a way. You know, more than one way to skin a cat. I don't skin cats, but I make good burgers. See you in a bit. There we go. And here we are. Open that up and have a look at those burgers. Absolutely beautiful. Crispy on the outside. And I've already tested the temperature, 180 degrees inside. So well done, as a burger should be. Now, what we want to do, my friends, is take that cheese and place it There is enough residual heat here. There's enough residual heat that we're going to put that in, and we're just going to wait a couple of minutes while we get the buns together and put everything together. You can watch that, a little more music, a little more movement, and then the part that Pasha's been waiting for, the tasting, is coming very soon. That's left to do is the tasting. My friends, I've used brioche buns. I find them the best with a big burger. They don't fall apart very much. Let's go. Let's give this a try. And here we are in our favorite eating spot. And there's Pasha. And he's been waiting for this moment for a long time. He wants to try the burger. It's his first air fryer burger. It's a big burger. He said it looks really good.
Oh, that's very good.
Is that good? Good burger? You like them that way?
Yep.
I got the Pasha seal of approval. And now, friends, a little hippie. Excuse the eating on camera. My friends, look at that. That is the beauty. And it's dripping. It's beautiful. Mm. Mm. It is not missing breadcrumbs. Really good meaty flavor. I added just a little bit of salt and a little bit of lettuce. And oh my goodness. Pasha, what do you think? Good burger?
Yep.
Excellent. Y'all have a good day. Peace and cheers.